all. Welcome to my YouTube channel Psychology Class for All. This is the third video of the CUET PG Psychology series where I am trying to discuss the syllabus of statistics. Today I will discuss data types in psychological statistics based on different criteria. Before we can analyze data in psychology, we must understand what kind of data we are dealing with. Understanding data types is foundational in psychological statistics. The types of data you collect actually determines the level of measurement, the statistical techniques you can apply, the accuracy and interpretability of your conclusions. So starting with measurement scales. The most widely used classification comes from S.S. Stevens, who proposed four levels of measurements. First is nominal data that deals with naming or labeling without having any order. Its example could be gender or diagnosis. Its nature is categorical. It categorizes the data into different sectors. Next is ordinal data that introduces order, but the intervals between values are not uniform, such as Likert scale responses and socio-economic status. The third is interval data that allows us to measure meaningful differences, but it lacks a true zero value, like any IQ or temperature in Celsius or Fahrenheit. Fourth is ratio data that includes all the properties of interval data plus a true zero point that makes it most robust, like reaction time or age or height or salary or weight, etc. Here, nominal or ordinal scales are mostly used in qualitative research, for example, case studies or surveys, and interval and ratio scales are used in quantitative studies. Example could be experiments or statistical modeling. The next classification is based on nature of data. That is another approach to classify data as qualitative or quantitative. Qualitative data that represents description or categories used for traits, emotions, behaviors, and diagnosis. Types of qualitative data are nominal data and ordinal data. The example of nominal data could be gender, male, female, diagnosis, OCD or depression, etc. Example of ordinal data could be Likert scale scores ranging from strongly agree to strongly disagree. Socioeconomic status like low, medium, and high. Quantitative data refers to measurable quantities like test scores or number of therapy sessions. Types of quantitative data could be discrete data and continuous data. Discrete data and its example could be number of counseling sessions, number of errors on a memory test. Discrete data actually talks about the fixed value without decimal points in any data collection. Continuous data and its example could be reaction time, anxiety scores, height, age, etc. So continuous data could be something that goes in the bifurcations, like age can be expressed as 12 years, 5 months, uh, 4 days, and so on. So when a bifurcation is associated with any number that comes under this continuous data. The next data classification is based on continuity or variability. We can also distinguish between discrete and continuous data. So discrete data talks on fixed values like number of correct answers on a test, and continuous data can take any value, as I said, with a bifurcation or within a range. For example, a person's weight or reaction time. Weight can be expressed as 64 kg in 300 grams and all. So there is a bifurcation. Next classification is based on the source of data. Data can also be categorized based on how it was collected, either primary or secondary. So primary data is collected directly by the researchers through interviews, surveys, or experiments. Secondary data is pre-existing, such as published data set or archival records, like I'm getting the required data from any libraries, through any journal, through newspaper, through any attendance register and all this comes under the secondary data. So in psychology or psychological research, understanding data type is critical because it dictates what kind of a statistical test we can perform. For example, chi-square tests are used for nominal data, while t-test and ANOVA requires interval or ratio data. So choosing the wrong statistical method for the data type, we can lead to invalid results. Thank you.